Hello, it's Dave. It's 12:23, July the 11th, 2019. I'm tired today. I think I look tired too. I slept on Balaclava Street last night, and it wasn't a very restful sleep. It was right out on the street. It was out in the open, and I woke up, I think, around 3:30 or 4, and then I tried to get to sleep again, and it went on 2 or 3 times. So I'm tired, and I think I look tired. There's 2 things that I want to cover quickly, though. The first is RCMP entrapment. The RCMP has a long history in Canada, at least 20 to 30 years of entrapping innocent Canadians in crimes that they're not guilty of in order to imprison them and get them to silence. They're regularly, not constantly, it's sporadically to regularly, there are credit cards or debit cards left lying around in strategic locations that I'm supposed to pick up and use for theft. You know, I just don't do shit like that. I've never stolen anything in my life, frankly. What I want to show you here, though, is I'm right in front of the 7-Eleven here. I did beg for some change today, and I got some. I woke up and somebody left a bagel with some cream cheese in my bag, which is really nice. I was starving. I had nothing to eat yesterday and very little in Bowen Island. So I ate it, even though I said I wasn't going to eat anything. Sometimes I just change on a dime, 180 degrees, and I'm not going to rationalize or explain this other than if I have a gut feeling that I have to do something at that moment, then I usually go with it. What goes through my mind is sometimes eat this because you don't know when you're going to have food again. So I ate the bagel. A guy did offer me a breakfast sandwich at Tim Hortons, but I said no because I want my sister back in my freedom. Last night before I went to bed, which is probably what made my sleep so unsettled, is I was attacked by 2 Terminators who were sent by the RCMP to harass and bully me. Let's get to the point, the first of 2 points for this video, the entrapment point. I'm sitting here at the 7-Eleven, and I got a coffee and an apple fritter. And I look down, and I sit here from time to time. And of course, I look down right beside me, and there's a visitor access card for UBC. Now, if you remember, about a month ago, I uploaded a video showing, again, police violence towards me. And within an hour, I was booted off of UBC's campus and told I couldn't return. So this card, about a week ago, I found a student card for an Asian woman who was a student at UBC, and it was on the street, and it was supposed to be something I was supposed to pick up and use, and so I could be charged at the time. This one, it's a visitor access one. I haven't looked at the other side. Let me do that right now. Okay, so it's got the name Alex Friedman on it, with a pink sticky tape, and let's just see here. This card is issued by the UBC card program and is the property of the University of British Columbia. Any misuse and or alteration of this card may result in its confiscation. All found cards should be to return. What would happen, of course, is they would be waiting for me, and they are looking for me. And so if I entered UBC campus with this card, the police would be called, and I would be arrested for trespassing on UBC property. That's entrapment. My second point, and this leads into it, is last night, I could have dealt with it. I could have gone without your Terminators being sent to me. Let me make this point really clear. A lot of the RCMP cops who see this will not believe it because you're just convinced that I'm a criminal of some sort. But let me highlight one thing to you. You are being used. You think that I'm the enemy, and you have been programmed to believe that because I am human, I am a slave of yours, and you could treat me any way you want, and there's no repercussions. Well, the thing is here that you are being used, and your true enemy is not me. Your true enemy is the person who created you and is about to destroy you. The bosses that you work for and the power above you, their ultimate goal is to end all life on Earth. That means all human life, all cyborg life, all clone life, all plant life, all animal life. Their goal is to end all life on Earth. You are being used to eliminate all humans first. I have a highly educated background. I have a great work experience. I went through university on scholarship. I went to one of the best business programs in Canada, and I worked on Bay Street and Wall Street. You treat me like shit. You treat me like I'm stupid. You treat me like I'm a second-class citizen. You treat me like I have no rights. Unfortunately, you don't see this, but you are being used almost as much, if not more, than me. And your future looks even bleaker than mine. Speak to some seasoned, meaning they've been around a while and they're human, cops in the Vancouver Police Force, in the Toronto Police Force, Toronto being my hometown, and my father was a Toronto police officer all his life. Speaks to some seasoned Toronto and Vancouver cops. Get the real story on what's really going on and how you're being used, and your fate is as black and bleak as mine. You won't believe me. Speak to some of your fellow colleagues and your cops and find out what the truth is. You're coming after the wrong guy. You treat me in an improper way, and I would appreciate it if you would back off. And I ultimately am looking for my freedom and my sister Kelly Dobson. I was drugged with the date rape drug by your bosses, kidnapped, and dumped into this internment camp in June of 2016. You have been lied to. You are being used and you are being played. And you need to get your shit together and see the reality, because your future is bleak. This isn't a threat from me. This is the reality of life right now. You are being used and deceived, and your future and your enemy is not me, it's your bosses.